Hello and good morning, everyone. Welcome to Studio MDAZ. And I am actually back in my studio. Mixed feelings about it. I'm so sad to leave the beach, but it is really nice to get back home and try and get organized again. As you can see, my whole life is bins, and I'm actually really organized thanks to my mom. But this is the only way I'm able to do it and try and keep up, is to have everything in containers. And I decided I want it all right at my fingertips, just like a little spoiled brat, but that's what I wanted, and it's so much easier for me. So anyway, welcome everybody. I'm so happy you're here. Thank you so much for being here on a Saturday morning, day after 4th of July. I hope everybody had a great 4th. Hi Janice, hi Robin. So since we're in studio, I try and just kind of get going right away. I don't have anybody here to help me with comments today, and so I'm on my own. I can handle it. Surely I can handle it, right? Hi Michelle. Yeah, Mom's still busy. We had a big auction on Sunday, 168 items. I don't know of any other creator that has that many items, but it's because I'm a little obsessive compulsive, and I just don't stop. I just keep making stuff. Hi Debbie, hi Melissa, Jennifer Phelps, hi Robin, hi Sybil. Okay, let me see if that did it. I don't know what's going on. Haven't had a chance to get everything. There we go. There's a big smudge on it before. I couldn't see anything. Hi Joan, hi Karen. There's Laurel, hi friend. Amazing stuff you're doing. I cannot wait for you to just, really start going live and having a business. And I want to be the first one to have you go live on our page. So let me know if you're interested. Thank you so much for sprinkling, Sybil. If you guys would all sprinkle. We are still trying to get this page out there because, as you know, I had to start all over again. So I had a page for a few years, Studio MDAZ. We had over 30,000 followers. And then it got taken down and I had to start all over. But what is the biggest blessing is we started over in January and we have over 21,000 people back on it already, which I figured it would take me years to do that. So thank you to all of you for keeping me out there. I appreciate it so much. So hi everybody, and I'll try and catch you throughout. So if I miss you, please just know I'm so sorry. Hi, Rula. Oh my gosh, I feel like I haven't seen you in a few weeks anyway. Hi, Lisa. Thank you so much, Virginia. What a sweet thing to say. Hi, Debbie from Texas. Let's talk about Texas first of all. Oh my gosh, you guys. I just saw the picture of the little girls. Oh my God. I can't even imagine, number one, their parents dropping these kids off at camp. Just having a week of fun as parents, getting a little chance to get away from the kids. And then this happens. And number two, the fear in those sweet, precious little girls, the last few minutes of their lives. And not to be a Debbie Downer, but I don't want to miss a chance to acknowledge the families and those lives of those sweet little girls and whoever else has been lost in Texas, because that is like more important than anything going on. So anyway, our most sincere prayers and hugs and everything else for the families of everyone that's going through this horrible flooding in Texas. It's mind-blowing to me. So anyway, thank you all for praying for those little girls, keeping them in your thoughts and prayers. Appreciate it. So, okay, so I found this book box, but you can get these book boxes anywhere. This one just happened to be incredible. And I mean, it's old. I have no idea where I got it. Have to show my craft storage one day. Tammy, I'll be happy to. Oh my gosh, Terry, there was huge flooding in Texas, and it went from like 0 to 20 feet, a little river that overflooded and took out a little camp of young girls. And I think there were 12 in a cabin, and the cabin just went away. So it is just unbelievable. I mean, I just can't even. So anyway, so this book was beautiful. I mean, it really was. If you can see, I painted over it, but it's embossed all the way through, and it said hotel Antoinette. I mean, it was a beautiful thing. Look, I've already destroyed it, and it's got like that, I don't know, like alligator, crocodile, leather, very nice. But, anything, I will do anything for a project. Okay, guys, I will. At the end of the show, I'll be happy to show everything I've got going on back here. But just know, I have 3 rooms in this house that are all mine, basically. So I've got a 3rd bedroom that is where my mom, when she comes up, where she works, it's where I keep all my decoupage and transfers and stencils. And it's going to become our shipping department, so I'm excited about that. Your grandson left yesterday for, yeah. Janine, I know, I get it. It's like everything just is on hold thinking about what was so normal in the past, sending your kids to camp. Me going to camp, I grew up, my parents ran a Christian horse camp, so I grew up on camp. I get camp. But anyway, so then I also have a 3-car garage, and I have the 3rd garage is all storage. So what you see here is minimal. What I have everywhere else is a flipping nightmare to have to go through. So anyway, okay, anyway, this was in perfect condition, and that's why I grabbed it. And I wanted to maintain the brown. Like, I love the brown of the box. I wanted to maintain it, but I want to do something different on the inside. Hi, Debbie. Great to see you, too. You were going to ask the name of my store. Yeah, I wish, Tammy. Okay, I got this paper from vintageretailtherapy.com. Just know. Also, I'm getting my nails done today because I had to move back from the ocean. And we did our auction Sunday night, and I was going to help Mom pack on Tuesday. I was there all day, but or Wednesday, I guess. But she already had it under control, so there's no excuse. But my nails are a mess, so today I'm going to get them done. Anyway, this is vintageretailtherapy.com. I just loved this picture, so let me tell you what we're gonna do because I'm excited. Hi, Micheline. So I buy these on Amazon. They're called doll dress forms, or mini dress forms, or doll dress forms. I buy them 6 in a pack, and you get 3 black and 3 white. I just love them. I use them for all kinds of stuff. Yeah, just no judgment. Remember, we listen and we don't judge. Debbie's nails today because I'm mortified by them. But I could have put Band-Aids or fake nails on everything, but instead I decided to just go, au natural. So anyway, these are amazing. You guys have seen in the past, we've done these. This is one that I made these, and then one of my ladies made this one. But look what you can do with these. Do you guys remember I did the huge dress form with the florals and did black and white check on her top, and it was like, that one went viral. That was a really fun one. And then my friend Angela started doing the little mini ones, and I was like, okay, that is so darling. So anyway, that's all these are. And every year, Joanne, well, I don't know who's going to have them now. Let's just hope somebody does. These are the ornaments. So these are the ones we actually used, are the ornaments, because they have the rollers on the feet. But anyway, you can make these in ornaments. It doesn't matter. So aren't those darling? Okay, so using these, I already went ahead and took it apart. So you can see inside right there, you just pull as hard as you can, and then this thing pops off, and then you pop it back together if you want, or you just keep the top part. Come as you are. That's right. Okay, so wait till you see this. Okay, so then I had this frame that I got at Goodwill. It had a little plastic or a cardboard picture in it. Okay, so look, I'm super excited about this project, as you can tell. Sometimes when I'm super excited, I'll lose my train of thought, so I'll just have to try and keep it together. But I want to have this picture frame here. Wait till you see this. This is what I do when I'm just, screwing around trying to find projects to do. I was like, that looks about the same size as my dress form. It's the exact size as my dress form. The exact size. And so we're going to do this, and we're going to paint it. And I've also found in my stash of old sari silk a couple of almost identical, look at, colors to what's on the paper. So this is going to go around her waist and just drape down. Oh, can you see it? Do you see it? Do you see it? Because I do. And then I just always love showing you first what I'm going to do, so you guys can decide, oh, I don't know about that project, or yeah, I love that project. So like I said, I want to maintain the brown of the book. So let's pretend like that's what's going to be there. And then I found this trim. Well, my friend Julie told me about it. It's on Amazon. I don't remember how much it is, but I promise at the end of the show, when I post pictures, I'll have all the links for you. Hi, Diane Newman. That's why I'm the master, because I'm such a crazy person. I just always want to have projects ready. Like, I have so much in my coffers. But anyway, look at this gorgeous trim. So that is going to be absolutely spectacular on here. Where is my, I don't know where my Lazy Susan is. I was going to try and pull you up a little bit, but I don't know where it is right now. So that's what we're doing. Your daughter's an RN for an oncologist. Their 8-year-old daughter and friend were rescued. Okay, praise God, their friends were rescued. Oh my gosh, because I don't know. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is these gold transfers are spectacular, and they're IOD transfers. I buy them also from vintageretailtherapy.com. Again, I will get all the links for you, because if you use my link, we both get a bonus. You get 10% off, and I get 10% in, kickbacks, I guess, so you would say. I'm an affiliate there. Isn't that trim incredible? I have found some amazing trim. So if you just type in on Amazon, rhinestone trim, rhinestone ribbon trim, or rhinestone trim, you can't believe what you'll get. But again, if you would mind, I am an affiliate for Amazon. It's so few pennies, but it does add up at the end of the month, and it helps me to be able to buy some of these fabulous things that you all love so much. So this was already there, and I wanted to keep that. It's the little lion thing, but I want to do one here and here, and we're going to make this kind of a mixed media project, so I'm going to do some of the gold inside. Hi, Charlotte. Where did I get the dress form? It's on Amazon. They're mini dress forms, or doll dress forms. That's what they're called. I'm just seeing which design I want. I've got a couple. Okay, so look at this one. This one's perfect. Look at that little floral. So just so you know, the gold transfers are a little bit harder. You just have to really kind of get after it a little bit more. Isn't it, Liz? I think so too. Hi, Joni. Okay, so there's already a fleur-de-lis here, but you can barely see it. So I decided to just go over it with this. Okay, wait till you see how pretty these are. And let's just pray it works. Okay, here we go. All right, let's just see. And these are amazing. Oh, it's working immediately. So grateful, because you know my life. Most of the time, nothing works for me. So I'm putting this down, and I'm just rubbing it with this little stick that comes with it. Nothing special. And then if you pull it up, look at this. You pull it up just a little bit, you'll see, and just make sure that your design is coming up with it, which it is. Okay, so the book had a little bit of wear and tear right there, but let me see if I can get a little bit more of that down. You know what I'm going to do? There's some lettering right here. Let's put that on there. I don't know if you can see, but there's a little bit of wear and tear on the book, which doesn't bother me, but oh my gosh, look at that already. So then you can also still use this and get like all the rest of it, if you know what I mean. Like, it's the opposite. What am I trying to say? Somebody help me out. You guys know what I'm trying to say there. Nothing down first, just apply the transfer. Yes, Tracy. Normally, hi, Marianne. Where did I get my glasses from? Are these the real deal? I can't remember if these are the Jimmy Crystals. No, they're not. These are not Jimmy Crystals. These are the ones I made. So they're just regular readers, and I used the, you know, just the little trim. Hold on. I'll show you exactly what I used. This, look, and I just cut 2 rows. Do I have 2 rows? 2 or 3 rows? Let's see. Yeah, I just cut 2 rows of it and put them on my glasses. Come on, you guys. Just start thinking outside the box. Quit, you know, I always say, you don't have to spend a fortune. You just have to be a little more creative on when you see something and go, I can make that. I just need to figure it out. And so, anyway, that's what that is. So up here, we need one more. And this is just a heart. And I think that is going to be perfect. So if you've never done the gold transfers, you guys, these are so fabulous. Like, I'm going to only use the heart, but I can save all the stuff around it. You ordered those iris readers. Mackenzie too, the round ones. Yeah, I can't wait. Okay, so I just want the heart. I get my little stick. Now I'm just going to be trying careful not to get all the rest of the leaves down. Some of them might come through, and you know what? It's okay. And did you see that? You can see instantly whether you got the whole design up or not. Oh my gosh, so fun. Let's just do a little bit of a leaf inside there. I've said before, oh yeah, look. If you can only afford to purchase a few things, then I would say get transfers. There's so much you could do with them. You could do furniture, you do all kinds of stuff. Okay, so here I just need a little something something because I don't know, it just kind of drops off. It looks weird to me. Does it need that bow? No. Hold on. Let me just find something on here. There's got to be something. There's a little heart. There it is. Okay, here's a little bitty heart. And I don't throw anything away. Like, I will keep using this. I just want the little bitty heart on top. I don't really need the cherubs, but this just looked like it needed a little something more. Let's see how it worked. Oops. Get the rest of that. Isn't that so fun? And there it is. Okay, so yes, we're good. All right, now I'm gonna take just a little deli sheet. I've decided that this is the year, this is the summer of skirts. I've been wearing skirts like all the time, but you've got to then have somewhat tan legs. And so one of the tanning products I love is by Roden & Fields. It's their tanning, it's a mousse tanner, and then you put it on a mitt and then do the whole thing. Anyway, it is fabulous. I use that, but I've also started using this spray. What is it? It's like Brush on Legs. That's the name of it, Brush on Legs. Oh my gosh, it just, you spray it on, and I mean, within 2 minutes, you're like a walking supermodel with your legs. It's amazing. So I highly recommend that. Maybe not a walking supermodel, but still nice. Okay, so let's decide now. And now you can see, had I not painted the book white first, hi Judy, excited to see you. Thank you, Lori, what a sweet thing to say. Had I not painted the book first, all of this white space on my paper would look terrible because the brown would come through. And also, I don't know if there's like a dye in that would ruin the page or what. So that is why I went ahead and painted the book first. Let's just see if this is about right. Oh, I can keep a lot more of that. Okay, I'm gonna cut this off. When I want to like paint and have the picture fade into something, I would just use a wet brush and, you know, just cut it off that way so it's feathered. But in this case, I want a straight line because we're putting that beautiful trim on it. So that's why I'm cutting versus threading. Hi, Tina. They have come a long way with self-tanners, haven't they? Remember when they were just like orange? Everything was orange and it smelled so bad. That's the one thing about the, I think I can go up a little bit. The one thing about the Roden & Fields, there is zero smell. It's just really nice. Oh my gosh, you guys, thank you for the stars. That's very sweet. You know how much I love those. Because if we get enough stars, then I have to sing a solo. And it's not pretty. Trust me, it is not pretty. Okay, and I love that these flowers are maintaining. Let's just double check all the way around. Make sure we know what we're doing. I'm gonna go a little bit longer than I need to, just to be safe. My brain never shuts off. That is the truth. My brain never shuts off. And it is so annoying to everyone who lives with me, including the dog, who I woke up about 1:30 this morning and was watching floral painting videos. And the dog started, he does this weird grunt, or like I don't know, he grunts or he sniffs, like to tell me he's not happy with what's happening. Apparently the light from my phone was affecting his sleep, the dog. I was like, you are ridiculous. No, you just get over yourself. It's my floral painting pictures and videos that are paying for your food. Okay, let's hope I got it right. I did. Okay. All right. Can you already see? Look how pretty this is going to be. You take pills to shut up your brain. What is the tanner I'm using? I'm using both the ones I talked about. I'm using the Roden & Fields Mousse, and I'm also using the brush on legs, which you can brush on everywhere. And I use like a little, it looks like a makeup brush, but it's bigger. It's like this big, and it's a little brush, and that's what you put that on with. Okay, we're gonna use my favorite thing that I love so much right now is the Mod Podge Multi. It's all I talk about. I have a whole container down here, which somebody remind me before we hang up today to show you guys what's going on back here. I have a whole bin of different Mod Podge, dishwasher safe, fabric, gloss, matte, you name it, I've got it. Found this Mod Podge Multi, which does everything, including indoor, outdoor. So I will not buy anything other than this. And I've used so much of it. I buy it on Amazon. You can probably get it in the stores too, but I've used so much. I've gone through 3 bottles in 2 months. So yeah, I love it. Okay, so let's get this on. Okay, so I do the one side and then the top. And if you guys remember, I've talked about this so many times. If you just do a little bit at a time and don't try and put the whole thing down at once, you're gonna have such better luck. All right, so I'm gonna line up my top where I want it on my side, make sure I'm straight. And this is a rice paper. Oh, let me get my iron out, because I will iron it also, just to really make sure it's down good. Oh, hold on, I gotta crawl under my desk, of course. Make sure my skirt doesn't go with it. Oh. Does everybody grunt like that when you get up, or is it just me? Because I feel like I was filling out some form this morning and it says, how many times a week do you work out? And I kept looking down the sheet, like, is there another option for like 6 years ago? I need to be doing something, but it's too hot. I can't even take the dog out for a walk because it'll burn his little paws. I'm in Scottsdale, Arizona. Hi, Deborah. And yeah, you can't be, I mean, you don't even want to be outside right now, although today's not too bad. Okay, because we're using the rice paper, you guys use something like this. This is a deli sheet. You can use a Ziploc bag. You can use anything. You grunt up and down. Okay, good. Thank God. Am I using an IOD transfer? That's what this one was, Michelle. These were the IOD gold transfers. Aren't they spectacular? And we're going to use some more on this because we want a little bit of mixed media on this. Okay, but do you see, just by doing a little bit at a time, it doesn't take that long, but you're making a huge difference in whether you're getting wrinkles or not. A little bit at a time. Light coat. We always think we need so much. You don't. You just need a light coat. And I can tell you, there's not one wrinkle in it yet. Let me cut a little bit more off this bottom. Our trim will hide anything. Okay, a little bit more. You guys are so sweet for being here. After knee surgery, it takes a while to get back up. Yeah, the gold transfers are spectacular. Now, normally with transfers, you want to seal your item first. That's why somebody asked in the beginning, did you not put anything down first? No, I didn't. But I think it's because the book is shiny. The book had like a gloss on it. Hold on, there is, Billy Joe said there is a coupon for the gloss multi on Amazon. I saw you said that, but I didn't understand. Where is the coupon? Or is it just like when you go on, it's like when you go on that site, it's already on sale. Here's the other thing with rice paper. If you use too much, I'm sorry, if you go over it too much, you'll start to lose the actual print. So you've got to be really careful because it'll start turning really white. Like right there, I rubbed a little too hard and it got a little bit white right there. So let me get some parchment paper. Thought I had some. Here it is. Let me put some parchment paper down and we're going to iron this real quick just to make sure it's down really, really good. And my sweet little iron, my friend Billy Joe got for me. Well, helps take the plastic off. Okay. Make sure that you have this. You have to click on the coupon. Then it shows up at check. I didn't know that. Hi, Beth. Rekindle blessings. Oh my gosh, you guys. I was on we're doing an event for the sweet creator Sherry that passed away unexpectedly this week. And so we're doing an event, a whole bunch of creators are doing an event for her next week, all week. And so I needed to log on to the chat page. And okay, so I'm just telling you, you've got to be really careful. Rice paper is different than decoupage paper. So you have to be really careful and not have it on too long at all. Had I kept that on there even a couple more seconds, I would have had some issues. So, all right, now we're going to go ahead and put this down. And it's not centered exactly on the book, which is okay because we're centering it on this window. But it's pretty close to center. Because this has got it, this is supposed to be like part of the window, but let's just see. Okay, and then, am I in it? Yes, I'm in it. Okay, look, I still can't get over that dress form fits in there perfectly. So perfectly. That's just so darling. All right, so we're gonna have to do all the stuff we wanna do to this before we get everything laid down. So, hi Debbie Fodder. Okay, so we know we wanna put this. I'm almost wondering, I don't know that I do wanna, oh, maybe I do. I think I want to put just like a flesh color on this. So, and by the way, these bins, I got them all at Target. And when I got them, they were $15 each, which they're acrylic, so you can see everything. The one thing I learned years ago, and I had an organizer come and meet with one of my groups. And the one thing she said is if you can't see it, you'll never use it. And she's exactly right. So if you notice, everything in my whole back behind me, you can see through it. So I use only acrylic. I don't use plastic. I use only acrylic containers, and it was life-changing, really. Thank you for sprinkling, you guys. Okay, so a great flesh color is warm beige. Believe it or not, Deco Art warm beige, great color. And then I'm mixing it with a little bit of Sandstone by Deco Earth. If you haven't tried the Deco Earth paints yet, I highly suggest it. All right, let me see how we want to do this. We almost want to put, all right, let's see. Right now, I'm going to just paint like the bodice where, let's give her like a little dress. Do you see what I'm saying? So let's, I think we want to give her a dress, like a really nice dress, rather than just a naked dress form. Or I can do the dress in this color, and right there where I did that, we could do that in gold. Yeah, I think that's what we need to do. Okay, no big deal. See, this is, it evolves as you go. So now I'm gonna go with this warm beige, which has got that beautiful peachy color. Okay, yeah, that's the color I want for her dress. And then we're gonna do the liquid leaf gold for the top part of the form. I hope that made sense. Look how simple these are. I love doing these little tiny projects right now. And by little tiny projects, not that this is a tiny project, but like using this dress form, when we paint the dress form and then put the flowers and everything on it, it's just so fun. And if you're wondering how to get all of the flowers around this to make it look that way, you need a piece of cardstock, and that's all. Make like an A-frame out of your cardstock, and then hot glue. Hot glue the flowers all over it. Look at the little ribbon. I mean, these are spectacular little gifts. So keep that in mind. Those are so easy and so fun to do. And that one in particular was made by one of my ladies, Angela. But I've made the big dress forms, and they are spectacular. If you make the big dress form, like the paper mache ones that Hobby Lobby used to have, I don't know why they stopped selling those. And then put those on a candle holder. Like stunning, stunning, stunning. You thought I was gonna put the form under the paper? No, I'm putting it on top because I think it's just so shocking that it fits perfect. But I could have put it under too. Just not sure that it would have clung to her the way I need it to. Okay, one more time. Let's just give this one more coat because that first coat wasn't enough. And I'm gonna go ahead and put some tan with it just to tone it down a little bit. Between the bling and the ribbons that we're gonna put also on this, she's kind of got Madonna breast right now. They're a little pointy. Oh my gosh, look how sweet that is. And it does look vintage, doesn't it? Is my mom here? You guys, 168 items at my auction on Sunday. Took 4.5 hours. We were exhausted when it was over, but they're always a ton of fun. And I had 2 ladies come in and help me along with Mom. Oh, I almost forgot. I have wings for her also, you guys. Look, I just cut these out of one of my books. All right, so let me do this. Factory Direct, they do sell them still. Those are the best dress forms ever. Just the paper mache. That is so good to know. Okay. Look at how Perfect. Okay, so she's got that. Let's get the gold on her. And I'm just using the plaid liquid leaf. Don't look at my fingernails. And remember, you only want the color classic gold. The rest are awful. Hi, Gloria. Debbie Owen, you totally forgot the auction. Yeah, what's up with that? Okay, let me get something that can do gold. Let me stir this up. Who's ready for another auction? Oh my gosh, can you imagine? Hi, Julie. Really, thank you guys. I know there's a million other places you could be on a Saturday morning, so I appreciate it so much. Okay, yes, it's had to be gold. And this classic gold is, it's not like a yellowy gross gold. It's a really nice gold. Some of the metallic golds I just think are awful. Let's give her a little bit of cleavage. Okay, so much better. Oops, one of them, sorry girl, I got one of her breasts a little bit low, so let's get them even. There we go. Okay, fun, fun, fun. All right, so that's it for that gold. Let me get this put away so I don't spill it. Oh, so anyway, I was on this event page this morning, and there's like, I have no idea how many creators are on it, but a ton. And I'm on the page, and when you're in a group message, you can change your nickname so that it says something else. And I wanted it to say Debbie Riggs Studio MDAZ. As I did that, I changed the whole page. And now the name of the event is Debbie Riggs Studio MDAZ on that sheet. And Beth from Rekindle Blessings caught it right away, and she said, wow, what a way to take over the whole thing. I said, oh my God, I can't believe I just did that. Just changed the whole thing to my name. You can relate to uneven cleavage, that's funny. Okay, so we've got our wings. We're gonna go ahead and get those decoupage down. And then I wanna get this on here, and we need some bling on her dress. Okay, so let's get her wings on, and we're gonna use, I almost hate to use more decoupage, but we're going to. Like I said, just don't press too hard, because the rice paper is really weird. And with the rice paper, if you fold it, that fold, it doesn't go away. Like that crease, you can't get rid of it. So I have a really big Audrey Hepburn rice paper, and I can't even use it because where it got folded, it's like white. Hi Charlene, hi Sherry Walton. Okay, let's make sure those are even. Yes, I don't know what it is, but I think wings just make such a big difference. Okay, so let's get her belts on. And again, this is just some old sari silk and ribbon. Am I still in California, Colleen? No, I'm back in Scottsdale, Arizona. Not happy about it. I mean, it is what it is. I'm so, like my mom said, Debbie, you just need to be so grateful that you got to go. I go, Mom, of course I'm so grateful. But it doesn't mean I'm not sad that that I'm not still there. Okay, I want to seal her little dress before we do anything. Patty Hall, I'm so glad. You can, and I tried to paint it, but it doesn't ever look as good as it should. So yeah, I've tried that, and it really doesn't work like you think it does. Okay, I'm using Liquitex which is just a high gloss varnish. You can buy it at any craft store or buy it online. I buy it on Amazon because I like to buy it in like the bigger quantities. How's Bill doing? He's doing good. Oh, hi Annie. Oh boy, right? I don't know what I would do without a heat gun, seriously. Carolyn, I would love to because my kids are there and that would be my dream. But Bill's whole family is here. They live here. And so it's not an option. Besides that, there's no way we could afford it. It is so expensive, at least to live on Coronado, which, you know, and that's where I would want to live. Let's see if this is going to be too bulky. It might be. But I wanted it to just be so casual. Let's see. Pull these tight. And then we're going to have a little piece of bling right there. But do you see how her skirt is? So I feel like that's going to be just about how I want it. And then we'll drag a little bit on both sides, but I'm not going to cut anything yet. Okay, let's glue this down. Are we ready? Are we ready? Yeah, we're ready. Let's glue it down. I'm gonna use, let me see if my Gorilla Glue is in good shape. I think the Gorilla Glue would do really well. Okay, so I'm going to use the Gorilla Glue for the long-term hold, and I'm going to use hot glue for the short term. But before I do that, I just realized I've got these two little things. Really? Yeah, I feel better in California, and my hair feels better. You guys know what I'm talking about. Everything is so dry here, even though my hair stays like fluffier longer here. It dries out so bad. My skin dries out. Bill's got this weird forehead dry skin thing going on. Okay, let's just give it a little hit of hot glue every once in a while to hold it. Gosh, look how perfect. Got a little bit of glue on her. Okay, and then, are you guys loving this so far? Colleen, that's right. You had the best hair when you lived in San Diego. Yeah, mine, oh, look at this. You just have to have $1 million in supplies, remember? That's all. Okay, loving that. All right, let's leave that. Okay, so we need some bling on there. I was gonna put a crown on her, but let me see. Do I have a little bitty one that would work? Oh, yes, I do. What are the chances? Really good, because I spend a fortune in supplies. Let me get, that's a charm. These are from Amazon. Isn't it adorable? Yeah, I'm thrilled. I probably should have saved this for the event I'm in next week, because this would have brought in some good money for that event, but oh my goodness. Okay, so let's get this down. And, all right, let me cut some of these off. Love it. We're gonna do the same thing with this. AZ is much cheaper. Yeah, it is much cheaper to live in Arizona. It's because, I mean, California is, let's face it, it's just gorgeous all the time. for the most part. Gorilla Glue, gotta love it. Trying not to get any glue on this. Okay. Okay. I'll make sure I'm straight and in the center. Okay, I'm going to add just a little bit of hot glue just to keep it in place for right now. Let's see if that works. It's very delicate. Everything you do would bring it. Thank you. Big Woo is 70 years old. Holy moly. Yeah, but I don't have all this stuff again. Like, I have a little bit of everything, but I don't have like this paper. Let me get a baby wipe. My hands are covered in glue. Thank you. Hi, Carol. Thank you so much. The frame is everything. I mean, literally, that frame is everything. Okay. Glue all over my hand. Okay, perfect. All right, that's down. Let's get our little crown on. Oh, that crown is so pretty. I'm going to do the crown with just straight hot glue. I'll probably have to reinforce it later, but for right now. Okay, so look where we're at so far. Isn't that stunning? And we still got plenty to do to it. We've got stickles, we've got transfers, we still got stuff going on. Okay, so let's get, real quick, let me grab a piece of bling out of my bling box that I organized yesterday, which, oh my gosh, makes me happy. I have like the perfect one. It needs to be a little bit bigger than that. What about this? Yes. But I'm feeling like this is a little bulky. So let's see if I can get this to smash down. I think I can. Let's smash this down. And then I'm going to do it on top. Thank you guys. I know, I'm thrilled with it. Because now the fun starts, we can just embellish it. And that is just, this is one of the buttons from Sewology. And I'm gonna use a little B7000 on this, plus a little bit of hot glue right in the center. These are the Sewology buttons that are at Hobby Lobby. And they are either $1.99 or 99 cents, depending on which size you get. Okay, where's that lid? There it is. I did. You're going to be 73 on the 17th. Deb, are you really? Isn't it scary when you start realizing, like, man, when did all this happen? Okay, so I'm still trying to decide how I want that, but for right now, let me show you what we've got so far. Is that gorgeous? And then we've already done the sides, but we still need some bling. So I really am dying to get this on. I mean, look at what we're talking about. Now, I'm a little sad about using up so much of it on one project, but you know what? Sometimes it's just worth it to give it up. Let's make sure I've got plenty. This is so blingy. Oh my goodness. Okay, so look, that's how this is gonna look. And then I'm gonna have also, oh, that is so fabulous. And then we're gonna have it top and bottom too. So, but before I do that, I wanna do a little bit of mixed media. So we need to get a little bit of gold writing. Do you know what I mean? We need to get some gold writing on this so that it all makes sense with the gold on the side. So let's see, here's some. Let's cut this off. Wait till you see this, because I do believe this is the stuff that is the game changer. So it's gonna definitely look more mixed media. Let me get another one of these. Thank you, I love her too. I'm so happy with her. Now, this might not do as well on rice paper. Let's just see. Might have to seal this first. No, it worked. What are the chances life is working out for me today? You know that doesn't usually happen. Well, some of it did. Anyway. Get this. So what works best with transfers, a little bit of it came through, but not enough. So let me do a little bit more of something. I need bigger letters. Here, we're going to use this right here. Anything that's like got a glossy background, transfers work so well on. And as you can see, like this isn't, I'm going to put this right over top. We're going over the rice paper, and so there's no gloss whatsoever, and it's having a little bit of a hard time laying down. If this doesn't work, then I'm going to go ahead and seal this area right here, but let's just see. It could be also because those other letters were so tiny. Open the box, people are asking what it is. Okay, give me a second, let me just do this. Let's see what we got. Not very much. It's just a book box. That's all. Just a blank book box. You can get these. They are always at the thrift stores. You can buy them on Amazon. You can buy them like unfinished wood at the craft stores. They're usually everywhere. Okay, that's not bad. At least I got bigger words. But you see what I mean? We need to just get some gold on it, so it's just a little bit different. I love this one. This one says something about Dublin. Let's just put a little bit of this right here and see if we can get it to go down. We'll take whatever we can get out of it. Like I said, we're not trying to get the exact wording. Now that worked really well. I wonder why. You guys see that? Oh my gosh. Okay. Now do you see what I'm talking about? Look at the difference. Something as simple as that just made. Okay, now I'm obsessed. Let's get a little bit more. You guys, the gold transfers are everything. I actually would love a little bit in here. Let's see if I can get it in there without destroying everything. I think I can. some days my life is so good. Look at how pretty. Okay, a little bit more right here on the side, and then I think that'll be good. Let's do it I just need a little bit like right here. Are you guys loving that? It pops, doesn't it, with that gold? Because I was gonna do a stencil, like, you know, a black stencil, a diamond stencil or something, but I don't know, see, that one didn't work at all. At all. So let me try this one right here. If I had sealed this first, but I don't really want to seal it because then it's going to get really shiny. I was kind of just wanting to do it like this, but nope, that is not taking anything right there. So let's just do some leaves. That should work. I hope you guys are still loving this. Let's just run it off the book. Okay, you guys, gold takes everything, doesn't it? Come on. I know you guys are all rooting for me on this one. No, for some reason, it'll take a teeny bit right there. Okay, I'm gonna put just a tiny bit of sealer right here. All right, now we're gonna have to seal the whole thing, but not yet. Let's put a little bit of sealer right here. Let it dry, and let's see if that makes all the difference in the world. It should. You guys, I'm so happy with this. Can I use gold flakes? Yes, and I have some right over here, and that's what I was just thinking too. If this doesn't work, I'm going to use some gold flakes, because the gold flakes will stick to anything. Oh no, and it pulled up the paper. Okay, that didn't work. So I've got some gold flakes right here. Can you believe I just happen to have them right there? Let me get my favorite thing to use for gold flakes is just a glue stick. Believe it or not, it's the best, because here's what it does. It just kind of skips it. So in other words, it doesn't leave it all just sitting there. It skips it a little bit. You'll see in a second what I'm talking about. So like, let me put this piece down. I hope there's enough glue there. Yeah. Do you see what I mean? How it just kind of skips? I did not have enough glue there. Hold on, let me get a little bit more glue down. Only thing with this gold flakes, it gets all over you. And then you just take a brush, you're just kind of pressing it down and pushing aside, because you don't want all of that to be on there. It'll look terrible. But I love that. Just a little hit and miss. We might need a little bit more of that up here. So just to kind of even out our whole book, I'm gonna get some right in here. Seriously, if you've been afraid of gold flake, don't be afraid. It is really fun to use. And you can get it at any of the craft stores. It's usually with the paint. And you can buy it in sheets, but I prefer the flakes. I think the flakes are so much easier to use, but a lot of people love the sheets of gold flake. And I have it in, you can get gold, copper, silver. Okay, I think that is plenty. Love. It is messy, but I love it. Okay, what else? What else? What else? All right, let's get our trim on. Kind of wondering if we might want to gold. Hold on, let me get, I've got sheets of gold here's what I'm talking about. Here's the sheets. This looks like copper. This is rose gold. Copper. Maybe I don't have any gold. Okay. Oh, well. All right, so we're going to use the B7000. Is it the same as gold foil? Yes, it's just the flakes of it. Just easier. Oh my gosh, look at this. You guys, this is stunning. I'm almost thinking, because this is really heavy, I'm going to use the Gorilla Glue. Because that trim is like, it's pretty substantial. And then we're going to put a little bit of, we're going to get some stickles on the wings, and she's got to get a necklace. The Gorilla Glue, whoops, should really hold this better than anything else. Don't even think about trying like hot glue with this. You could do hot glue to like keep it in place while it's drying, but for the most part, you do not want to just seal it solely with hot glue. I don't think it would hold it. Let me get my sweet nippers that Laurel got me. I might have to cut this. Let me push that. You know how all this trim, you can like push it together? So that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, I already cut one piece off. Where is it? Here it is. Oh my goodness. Like, this is so spectacular. Gold leaf and gold leaf flakes are totally different than gold foil. Oh, sorry. I misread that question. So gold foil is like, this is a gold foil that you would put on with tacky glue. But see, I don't think it's that. These are gold foil sheets. Tell me what you're saying, Denise, because I agree they're different, but I don't know that they're that different that it would be confusing for people. So tell me what the difference is exactly, so we all know. What is going on? Come on. Ah, we all knew that was going to happen. Thank God I got that off. Okay. I just had a little something holding it back. Make sure your stuff's all going in the same direction. That's going to be critical. These are like leaves. Okay. Are you kidding? This is so crazy good. I'm gonna have to put some hot glue on this though every once in a while to give it that temporary hold. Put a little bit down here. Ah, no. It's like the rice paper soaked up that other glue. But on this side, it worked well. All right. You rub on the gold foil and the leaf just lays down. You rub on the gold foil, true, and the leaf just lays down. Okay, one thing to note, it does require a heavy bit of glue for this trim, because the trim is super heavy. I mean, can you imagine having this sitting on your coffee table? I think I bought 3 yards of this trim on a cross-country trip from Boston. Wow. Hi, Diana. So happy that I still have quite a bit of that trim left because I want to use it on a purse. Where are we at time-wise? Man, this has been less than an hour because I didn't start for a minute because we were talking and saying hi. Good grief. Look at this. Okay, let's get these down. I still want to put a little bit of trim on the sides, but now I've got to wait till this glue dries. Let me just give it a hit real quick. I think it'll help it. Okay, let me show you where we're at. Is that not ridiculous? Looks like an old world museum piece, doesn't it? Like, I'm super duper thrilled. Let's put, she needs a little bit of bling right here on her dress. Oh yeah, when I was, well, yeah. When I was organizing my bling drawer, I found all these like tiny little pieces of this bling that, you know, I had cut off of something and I thought, oh, well, I'm never going to use that. And then the more I thought about it, I started pulling it all out of the trash can because have you ever done this when all you need is a tiny piece and you cannot find a tiny piece anywhere? And it's so frustrating. It's like you're almost done, but you need one more tiny piece. So I decided to keep it all. Okay, love that. My hands are all glue. Okay, the only other thing I'm thinking is some of this trim around that frame. Now it might be too much, but since when has anything been too much? If I was going to do it, I would just have this small one right around that border. Yeah, it has to be done. You know why? Because there's so much spectacularness everywhere except right there. Thank you, Laurel. That's so sweet. I feel like I did. I feel really good about this. Make sure I've got plenty. I mean, seriously, I feel like, yeah, this was a definite winner. And I took this project with me, the whole project, to California because it was going to be one of the first things I did there. And for some reason, I never felt like doing it. So, I don't know, this morning I saw it and I thought, yep, that's what I want to do today. But you can see it definitely needed a little bit of pizzazz on this frame. I have to cut it. There is nothing more fun in my mind than the embellishing part. And even better when you have tools that work amazing. Look at the other side now. Look at the difference by just having that trim on there. It's like there was so much going on everywhere else. It had to have it. And the B7000 is by far my favorite for little gems like this. Okay, let's get those. Yeah, I can see that the sides are going to definitely require a little bit of hot glue along with the Gorilla Glue or the B7000, whatever you choose to use, because it just needs more drying time. Okay, stickles. And then the only other thing I would do, and I'm afraid to do it right now because everything is so wet, would be to gold leaf the pages. But I'm going to need to flip it up and down when I do that. So I should have done that first, but I didn't. Anyway, yeah, it took that to a whole nother level. It's a jewelry tool. Yes, these are nippers. They're on Amazon. They're just little nippers. They are amazing. Hi, Darlene. Okay, so with her wings just need a little bit of pizzazz. So I'm just doing the stickles. I'm using mercury glass stickles, and I'm just doing like some of the veining. That's it. Gotta keep pins everywhere. These always get jammed up a little bit. Oh my goodness. I could not be more thrilled. But I can tell you the sides right there where those lines are, they have to have something. It's not that big bling, but I'm wondering if it is the smaller bling. Do you know what I mean? Like right there. Yes. So I'm going to put that right there, right there, right there, and right there. That's what that needs. But like I said, I can't touch anything because it's still a little bit wet. But you guys saw this was not hard at all. And now that I've done the like design part of it for you, look at this. So there is all kinds of paper also that has the dress forms. This just happened to fit perfect. Thank you, Regine. Yes, I love it. It is just so beautiful. Look at it from back here. Trying to keep all that trim. So that trim's going to take a while to dry, but what a fun little project. And it was just using all these different things that I had to make it work. But having the real dress form and it fit perfect, and that I had that ribbon was amazing. So, my gosh, I hope you enjoyed it. As soon as it dried, the dress forms are on Amazon. Like I said, just give me, I got to get this to dry. I'm going to do the gold leaf on it, and then I will post all the links for you so you'll have everything. But, oh my goodness, one of my most favorites of all time, for sure. So I hope you guys loved it. I hope you learned something anyway, a little bit of something. I don't know what, but maybe something. And I will be on twice next week on studio, once for the event. Thursday, I've never done an evening. So I'm doing Thursday evening, this Thursday, I think it's July 10, at 6:45 p.m. my time, which I know for some of you on the East Coast is a no, like that's not going to happen. 9:45 on the East Coast, but some of you guys are night owls, so I'm on Thursday night at 6:45. You'll get a telegram if you're on our telegrams. Otherwise, check my schedule. I always post the schedules for you, and then I'll be back again next Saturday morning to spend some time with you and hopefully do something else just as fun. But I hope you love this. This will be gorgeous in anybody's home. All right, thanks so much for being here, you guys. Love you all. Have a great rest of your weekend.